Faye, you okay?
Yes, very well. How are you?
Yep, all good here. Looking forward to a little bit of crafting.
Yeah,
Trying to get my inks out.
I'm just posting up the link so that people can find us. Wonderful. Happy Thursday, everybody. Hope everybody is well.
Yeah, it's nice to see a bit of sunshine, isn't it? I think
that's it's lovely to have a bit of sunshine, isn't it? Hi, Carol. Carol is over on YouTube. Good to have you with us, Carol. Brilliant. Say hi if you found us. Helps everybody to find where we are. I've posted the link on our Facebook group, Twilight Crop and Craft, which is great. Hi, Kate.
Hi, Kate. That was good, quick. You're super speedy with that link, aren't you?
Well, Facebook was being kind today. You know what it's like. Sometimes it doesn't always do what we want it to do. But yes, it was. It'd be very kind today. So hopefully people will be able to find us, because we've been a bit excited this week, haven't we, Deb? We've been stamping.
We've been so excited. Yes.
We've discovered, I don't know why we didn't discover this before, but we were at our monthly crop in Bristol on Saturday, and Rachel from our design team had purchased one of these. Let me just peel my piece of paper off. I can see people are starting to find us. Here we go. Let my camera come into focus because it doesn't like plain white paper. So we discovered this, which is the Sizzix Stamp and Spin tool. And we're just loving experimenting, aren't we, Deb? So we thought
it's so much fun.
We thought we'll have a little play. We'll have a little see what we can do with it. So it is a stamping platform, the Sizzix Stamp and Spin. So you need the base stamp tool first, which is just a bit like I've got the Tim Holtz stamp platform, which I'm probably going to get rid of now because this one does it all. So you get the platform first, and then you get this attachment, don't you? Here, that
yeah. I like the fact that there's the sticky grid underneath. It does really hold your paper, and it doesn't move at all.
It does. So we only discovered this. You know, it's like you go to a crop, you see a new tool, and then you're like, we had to treat ourselves. So it comes with a sticky grid, and then for 12 by 12 paper, what I've done, and I don't know if you've done this on yours, Deb, but I've put a little Sharpie dot so that I can position my 12 by 12 piece of cardstock. So for example, I would place that there right on that line, and then that puts my wreath roughly in the center. Hi Steph. Hi Rachel.
I've done the same, but I've just done a little bit of washi tape at the top.
Yeah, just a little marker.
Line it up. Yeah.
You obviously need to roughly get the edges equal, but I find with this glass mat that I've got, I can kind of measure roughly, and I can always move it across a little bit if I need to.
I think you can see it okay, can't you? It's just an equal distance, both sides.
Yeah. The bit that was harder to match up was obviously the top and bottom measure, so that's why that little mark is
That's why I did a bit of washi tape, because I know it's straight as well, so I can line that up, and I've got a straight line as well.
Top tip. Love that. Hi Joe.
Hello, Joe.
I'm going to set mine up, Deb, and you're going to just show some of the things you've been.
I'm going to show what I've been doing. This is the first one I had to go with, because it's all about finding kind of small stamps that you can build up a kind of background with, because if I went back and did this one, I'd add some leaves or something in between, but at the time I didn't have any leaf stamps, but I've got some on the way. This is one I did with butterflies. I love the fact that it's placed so evenly, because I always struggle with things not being quite right, and it's so easy to line up.
Me
and
too.
I also did this one with I've got a set of 49er market stamps, so it's just with the little birds and postage stamps, and I thought that'd be a lovely mixed media background kind of wreath one. So I might start painting the butterflies in a minute, but the first one I'm going to do is this. And I think I'm going to use my oxides that coordinate with field notes. So I'm going to start painting them.
Fabulous. Now, if we're going to be using watercolor or any type of wet medium, then the choice of ink is quite important, isn't it? So I'm going for archival.
Yeah, I stamped mine all with archival, so it shouldn't
so it won't bleed or run.
Yeah.
Fab. So there's my first one. So you literally do one click like this, and it clicks into place, and then re-ink. So just like you do a stamp tool, but it rotates. So these inks, Rachel, we sell. They are minis, and because they're archival, they're permanent and they're waterproof. But the reason I like these is they coordinate with the colour of the oxides. So that's why I've got a little set. I don't have all the colours, I've just got a few, but the black archival black soot is good. And I find for the archival, because I don't use them that much, I don't need full size really. I do have a couple of I think I do have a full size black archival somewhere, but I couldn't find it. So
yeah, I've got a full size black one.
Yeah, I'm sure I have, but this was just close to hand. But you're right, Deb, the positioning is just so good. Look at that. And it just gets it.
Just fabulous.
Yeah, and I've got to make sure I rotate. So you just literally rotate it one click like that, clicks into place. Obviously, if you had a bigger workspace, you'd lay this back out and you would ink it. But I'm in quite
and if it doesn't work, you just re-ink it and stamp it again. It's very easy, and you'll get it in exactly the right place again. So
good. So then I'm going one more click. Which way am I going? One click this way. So if I show you this way, so you just literally twist the wheel and it clicks into place. So it's got measured clicks. Steph, I know you bought a few of these archival. So they are just waterproof, so they don't react with water, but they match the colours of the distress inks and oxides, which I love. So if you need a waterproof ink, this is the one to have. So, and then you can see how lovely it is to paint with watercolour. Look at that. So clever. So I've just clicked that line there, one click round. But what I like about your butterfly one, Deb, you obviously had lots of different size butterfly stamps.
Yes, but I kind of built it up in segments and then went round after and filled it in. So I did, where is it? I did all the big ones first. Because this one, there's only 4 of, and there's only 4 of that one. And then I went round after and filled in the other sizes that I had.
Fab.
But yeah, I'm really pleased with that.
What I wish they did, and maybe we should ask Sizzix to bring out one. It would have to have a larger base, so they'd have to bring out a bigger stamp base tool and have a larger wheel, because I do love this size and I think it is the perfect, you know, that's a good size for a scrapbook layout, but I'd love it to be just a little bit wider so that you build all your clusters inside. But you know, it's still an amazing tool. I'm happy with it.
It is aimed at card makers as well.
Yes, yes.
But I think once you've built up a wreath this size, you can always add a little bit more stamping outside, and I think it would look accurate because everything else was spaced so well. I was debating adding a few leaves all around the edge, and then that would make it sort of bigger again.
Yeah, that's true, because you've got the actual formation and the shape.
Yeah, once you've got the basis.
Yeah. So if you were to do freehand stamping, you could probably get away with it because you've got that all measured out. Look at that. How cool is that?
Just
so
lovely.
then that, but then what I would do is I'd have that as the base watercoloured, and then I'd have some little die cuts and punches maybe all flying off.
Well, as it happens, I've been stamping with my scan and cut, and I have got so many little flowers already cut out. It's such a brilliant machine. So
yeah, we do love our scan and cut. So you've got a collection of stamped and fussy cut florals ready to add. So
well, they're fussy cut by the scan and cut.
Yes, not by hand, exactly.
Oh no, look at these.
So that
it's
was
just a joy. They're just all just whack them in, even down to, I don't know if you can see, this tiny little leaf stamp is so tiny, and even cut this out. So I've got a tiny little leaf.
Love
Absolutely it. Brilliant. Yeah, so oh, it's so good for fussy cutting. But you do have to have a black line around the edge. So
yeah, so these
with a black line are perfect.
These would fussy cut. So actually what I could do is I would probably stamp some other butterflies and then scan and cut them out and have them all flying off. I think this is going to be the basis for a future layout. So yes, Steph said maybe you could do half circles, but at the top and bottom. Yeah, so like you could just do, so you could actually, because you can move your paper around. Yeah, absolutely. You can move the paper around, and you could stamp a semicircle here, flip the paper, stamp a semicircle here, and then build your layout in the middle. I think that's a fantastic idea. Right, but I am going to get on to another layout that I've been working on, and I've got lots of pieces here. I have been using this beautiful, this is Filled Notes. And I have, it's just, I absolutely love this paper. And Debbie, this is one of your Jenny Wren Cutfiles, and I've got my photograph ready.
Oh,
I've inked in mint chill.
Oh, that's a lovely.
I've got little laser cuts I'm going to add. I've got a title, but I was using this leaf stencil. I'm just going to grab it. And I've been using mint chill.
Is that from the last sub kit?
It is, yes. So it's from the Laurel Grove sub kit. And what I try to do with our kits is I do go back and use bits I've got left over from other kits.
Well, you don't want to waste it all, do you? I need to go back and use more. But then we get another kit.
I know. And there's another kit, and there's more stuff. Now, exciting, because our future kits, we've got Timber and Tweed coming, and we've got Vicky Booton's Artful Moments kit. And if you've seen online, it's kind of sold out, and it's even sold out from the retailers. So if you manage to get your hands on some of the Artful Moments stuff, then brilliant, because it's sold so quickly. So yes, this is our sub kit for the month ahead. And what are we on this month? You're sending out sub kits, Deb, I know.
I'm sending out written under the stars, I think.
Okay, yes.
Yes.
Written in the stars?
Written in the stars, yes.
But this is next month. So these are just some of the layouts I've made already from the kit. I use some of my own Countryside rub-ons. Remember this collection? This is an old one, but one.
Was that in the bargain grab box from
it was? Yeah, it was in my 49 and Market grab box.
Right.
So that was that one, and that was from last week. That was a lovely bit of mixed media, and then I'm going to be adding to this one. So let me find this. Where is this beautiful leaf stencil? You can never track stuff down when you need it.
I was thinking as well, something else I could do with the scan and cut is stamp this and then cut a stencil for the flowers, so you could ink the flowers with a brush rather than painting. That would be quicker.
Yes.
So that is, I was just thinking about doing that and I ran out of time. But then I think lining it up sometimes is a bit tricky, especially with flowers, because all the petals are different.
Yeah.
Because I masked off, I don't know if you can see here, I layered 2 flowers and I wanted to add one here in the gap, but it was too big. So I cut this one in a post-it note, so masked it off, and lining up the petals was a nightmare.
Yeah, not easy. So Deb, you would be proud of me. All my little brushes for my 49 and Market inks I have labelled.
Oh, well done. I haven't labelled mine. I'm just going on the colours at the moment.
That was a little job that I wanted to get done. So I'm just going to add a little bit of mint chill, which is lovely because this stencil mirrors the leaves that are already printed on the back. So these little bits here are my stencil leaves. Yeah. So this is my own stenciling there. That's mine. And that's the paper printed. So I'm just...
It looks brilliant.
It looks like it's part of the printed paper, just so I want to add a few more. And mint chill is quite subtle. It doesn't look too...
It's like the speckled egg of the greens, isn't it?
Yeah. It's
really lovely subtle colour.
One of my favourites, and there isn't an oxide, I would say, that is as delicate as this. Speckled egg is obviously close, but it's got the bluey, more of a bluey. Yeah. This is more of a greeny. So
yeah,
mint chill, one of my new favourites. Right, let's get building this out. So yeah, leaf stencil is definitely one I've used a lot. It is called Lots of Leaves. It's from the Makers series. So love this one.
So I wonder if anyone's got crafty plans for this weekend.
Yeah, what's everybody up to?
You're off on a bit of a jolly, aren't you?
Yes, absolutely. I'm on a girls' weekend away.
Very nice.
To like a big shared house with people I haven't seen for a while. So it's going to be lovely to catch up.
I wonder what everyone else is up to. I am crafting with Rachel. Aren't we, Rachel?
Yes. Rachel, are you getting your scan and cut out? Hopefully.
Yeah, she is. We're going to get that working.
Jo, you say a kit at the retreat. I missed that. What was that referring to? We were too busy chatting. I missed it. And Rachel asked, Debbie, what stamp set is that you've got there? Because it's
this one.
It's a good one.
It's one I got from the Works ages ago. And it was a Works own brand, and I just looked at it.
Cheapo one.
It's the first time I've used it, and I thought, oh, I wonder if that one would work. And it does.
And it does.
But it's not available anymore because I did look, because if it was available, I'd have got you one at the shops tomorrow.
Oh, always the way. And we end up having something like that, and you think you don't use it for ages.
Yeah. I've literally had it for like a good few years and I've not used it at all. Oh, Tina's in hospital.
Oh, Tina. I hope it passes quickly and you can get home. So no crafting time for you this weekend, sadly. Rachel's got the lunch planned. Steph, no plans.
Lovely. No
which
plans.
Is very unusual. Quiet weekend for you, Steph. So hopefully some crafting time.
Steph said I got her sorted over text. So I'm sure you'll be a pro by the end of the day. You will, Rachel. You will be a pro by the end of the day.
Yeah, Steph, you've not used a scan and cut before, and you got the hang of it quickly.
I think they're such easy machines to use, though.
I do.
Of all the ones, I mean, I had a Craft Robo first, and that was infuriating. So I know how difficult things are. And I've watched people use a Cricut, and I'm just like, why has it got to be so complicated? I think the scan and cut is so easy to use.
I think so. But it's interesting, if you've had a Cricut and that's all you've known, you get, it's a bit like I could never change from an iPhone, and yet some people are.
I know
Android.
somebody though who had a Cricut and came and had a look at mine, and they said, oh, it's so easy to use up to the Cricut. They were like able to understand it and use it
Really easily.
Yeah, very easily. And I thought, yeah, I that was my feeling. And the scan and cut feature is so good. I know they say, oh, you can do it somehow on another machine, but this, you literally don't need anything else. You just put it in the machine and it does it for you.
Yeah.
Whereas the other ones, I'm sure you must need something else because it hasn't got a scanner on it. You must need some sort of software somehow. I mean, wouldn't you think? I don't know.
I'm not sure. Oh, Kate's got a Cricut or a Cricut. Used it once.
Oh.
Oh, Tina, you're a regular. You're in for regular treatment. I know. You're amazing. You're doing so well, Tina.
Oh, it's
you
just.
Really are.
Oh. It makes you feel so rotten as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, let's hope it doesn't make you feel too rotten for too long. Right, I'm just getting this. These laser cuts are beautiful.
I suppose if you use another machine to do scanning and cutting, you still need a computer and you still need to do computer skills. Whereas with the scan and cut, you can do it as a standalone thing. You don't need to be.
I always have the software open because it's so easy. But
yeah,
it is, isn't it?
But I stamped these flowers the other morning. I didn't need to put a computer on. I just stamped them, scanned it in, and cut them. Yeah. It was nice not having to put a laptop on and just do it. Oh, that looks very lovely.
Joe, if we could use the stamp and spin at the retreat, could be a kind of kit. We'll have to do a little make and take or something. We love those kind of things. Having a go. See what other stamps people have got. I'm all up for that. Right, I'm going to put a couple of butterflies on. Can't beat a few butterflies. I'm going to have a pink one up here. These laser cuts are fab. I love that they are double-sided. Look at these. That's Arden Creative Studio.
Yes.
Has the double-sided laser cuts. You just can't.
It's just fabulous because I always sit there and I think, oh, I want one that goes the other way, and then you don't have to worry about that because you just got it. You just turn it over. So good.
Oh, Rachel, we would love to do a make and take. You're very good at all that sort of mixed media clusterage type things. We could do a little cluster, couldn't we? We could make. You're very good at all that stuff. That would be loads of fun. Right, I'm just putting a bit of foliage in here. I wanted to put a title. Where was my little? This is a ladder that's led on the side there, but I thought Forever Moment. And then I did like this little birdhouse somewhere tucked behind here.
Little birdhouses are really cute, aren't they?
These are so cute, yeah.
And what I love is they're inside a frame. There's so many other bits, like the inside of the frame you could use. I've used to mount the back of a photo. You know, where you've got the frame and then you've got the inside. I've used the inside and then there's the house inside again.
Oh, nice. Right, I want to put a bit of foliage under here if I can. Rachel has a dream would be to have someone to clear your craft room so I can use it again. Just close the door. It's horrendous. I feel that with mine at the moment. I feel, and I've only got a very small space, but I need to have a bit of another de-stash, because when I get my monthly kits and then, you know, or get a new stamp and spin tool, you've got to have somewhere to put all this stuff. And it probably means then I need to let go of some of the stuff I know I'm not going to use. But then I sometimes think, oh, what if I might need it?
Oh, see, I might need it I might need it again. But then I've got so much stuff in that room, I can't really get into it.
Exactly. And then it means you're not really going to use it because it's almost a bit overwhelming.
Well, a lot of it isn't my fault. A lot of it doesn't really belong to me. It belongs to Twilight.
Yes, exactly.
So I've got boxes and boxes in there, which are important. So I just think, well, it's okay. I can't really sort through it because I haven't got space to sort at the moment, but it will happen one day.
It will.
I'd love to do that Stacey Solomon.
Yeah. I saw somebody on one of the craft groups say, how do I sort this room out? And I think somebody said, empty it all out. Yeah. Start from the beginning.
It's having somewhere to put it all and see it properly.
Exactly. It's all well and good to say empty it out, but you think, oh my gosh, then you still got to live while you're.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got things that I haven't used for a while, but I wouldn't want to get rid of, like my sewing machine and fabric that I've got. And it means if I ever want to make anything, it doesn't cost me anything because I've got things already there to use.
Exactly.
And wool, like for crochet and knitting and.
Exactly. It might be needed. It might be needed.
It might be needed. I mean, the pickles might be serious crafters. We don't know. I mean, the Toblerone is already well interested in crafting, but it mainly involves stickers and crayons and
yeah.
And I just think it'd be a shame to just chuck it away, or when it could come in for them as well.
Exactly.
Well, your little one is an avid crafter, isn't he?
Absolutely. Loves it. I'm trying to find where to put these little bits. I'm not sure if it needs it. Yeah. Oh, Tina, that's brilliant. Your husband got so fed up with all the sewing stuff and crafting stuff in your house. You got a room built in the garden. Win-win. Oh. Absolutely. Dreamy. Totally dreamy. That is my kind of win-win situation.
I don't know if I'd. Oh, in the winter, what would it be like? Is it warm in the winter?
Oh, I think some of these garden rooms can be. Yeah, the technology's come on now. It would be great. And like you say, sometimes like I craft up on my dining room table and other times I don't. It depends what mood I'm in.
Yeah.
But to have it all there, organised, laid out, just fabulous. Right, nearly done. I'm on my last bit. That is looking beautiful, Deb.
Is it looking all right?
Yeah. There you go. I chopped that one up to balance it out now. Right, I don't think that needs a whole lot more.
No, it's looking gorgeous. This is going to take me some time.
Tina, that sounds amazing. Insulated, brilliant light and heating. Amazing during COVID, I bet. These garden rooms, they are fantastic now. Really worth it. Right, I reckon that is one done. That's quite simple. The background paper does a lot of the work. Just put my lid on you've got to line the pin up on there. There. And Deb, you're going to carry on?
I'm going to carry on painting.
carry on with your painting. Fantastic. So maybe we can both work on these after the live, maybe over the weekend. Where's my little stamp one? I've got it here somewhere. And we'll have to post a photograph on the group when we've got it done. I have lost mine amongst all this stuff. Here we go. I've got my butterflies ready to stamp. And I'm gonna
I don't know what colours to do mine in though. I don't know if I want it to be a field notes or something else.
Yeah, I'm going to use this to go with the field notes collection. So
this is field notes.
This is all field notes, other than the countryside rub-ons, but this is all field notes, and that's using a title from a previous kit, which is Pretty Little Studio. So I just find with these kits you can mix and match. You bring your old stash in, old stash and new stash, and it works really well. Amazing. So we'll have to think about next week. Maybe we try and work on these for next week, and we then start to build up with some of your scanned and cut out florals, Deb. We could add.
Yeah, I'm just painting one to try, and they look quite nice painted. Yeah. So I think I'll carry on and paint some as well. Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
I might try with some. These are only like the Works cheapy version, but I've got my...
I was thinking about doing my butterflies. Do you remember the shimmer paints we had in the shop? I don't know if we're still in stock.
Yeah.
I thought I might try those. I've got a little pot of those. Is it just here?
Shimmers, yes. I think shimmer watercolors or cosmic shimmers, or yes, we've got little shimmery paints. Deb, you also got me this for on my birthday, I think. This is a little,
yes.
These are nice. Look, these will be very vivid. I'm thinking, and because they're stamped in archival, we should be able to go in and watercolor those quite nicely.
I was thinking these. We had these in the shop.
Yeah,
but they're vivid. Some of them are beautiful, but I thought they might be butterfly colours.
Well, we will experiment, and we will be back next Thursday. We'll report back and maybe share what we feel are the best effects for colouring in these stamped images. Fabulous. Brilliant, everybody. I think we'll carry on painting, and we'll report back next Thursday. Brilliant. Thanks for joining us. And we will see you next week.
Thank you. See you next week.
Take care all.